Welcome to the Navy Sports Magazine. Time now to shine the light on Navy women's lacrosse. Huge week for Navy women's lacrosse. Coming up on Saturday, we'll have it for you on the Patriot League Network. Mids and the Greyhounds of Loyola to discuss that. Julia Collins. And when I say Navy Loyola, what comes to mind for you?
Just a high intensity game. There's always just a lot of energy going on within the game, and it's always a close one. So it's gonna be a good Saturday.
Since they came into the league, obviously they have been a standard bearer for you all to try and get
Mm-hmm.
to. You got to them last year. What was the key for you all to get to that level that they brought to the league?
To get to that level, I think it was just playing the whole 60 minutes and really playing together. I don't think we had a game like that at all the whole season. And then finally, it just clicked all at once after Lehigh and like the dramatic ending for Lehigh. Um, we all just clicked, and that was the key.
Chemistry, it seems with you all, there is tremendous chemistry. And I'm not just talking about you and your sister, I'm talking about the entire unit,
Mm-hmm.
especially up front. Uh, is that a fair observation about the way? Because offensively, lately, you all have gotten a lot of contributions in many of your games.
Oh yeah, that's a major contribution to our games. Allie puts in plays where we all can get involved. All seven of us are going to touch the ball, and then we've just been playing together for the past year, 2 years. So we know each other well. We know each other's tendencies. So
Has
it
this
always
year been
helps.
different because of your successful run as a team last year? That maybe now there's a bigger target on your back. Have you seen it different this year?
I think I've seen a little bit different. Like I think we've had a bigger target, but I think same as last year. People did look at us as like the one of the top teams in our league, but um, definitely in games like Colgate where it was really close, we definitely felt that.
How much does playing against teams like Florida and Boston College help you in preparations for weeks like this one coming up here?
They're very similar teams, high energy, where you're gonna have to play the whole 60 minutes, not just 45 minutes. You have to play the whole time, so that definitely helps us kind of just get into that groove.
This game is hard to play if you're a defender. As an offensive player, do you relish that, knowing that there are probably advantages for you out there as an offensive player against the defense in this game?
Oh, most definitely. Especially with all seven of us, if you have seven people that can take 1v1s and work really well off each other, then it's definitely something to relish.
Obviously, for you being a local product out of River Hill, to be able to play your entire college career, locally where people can come see
Mm-hmm.
you, is there a lot of pressure that comes with that, or is there a lot of enjoyment that comes with that as
I don't
well?
think it's so much as pressure. I think it's more enjoyment. I love playing where I have my parents and like family and friends in the stands. I love that.
Now, I go back to the time when you and your sister were wearing those cool light blue uniforms with gold lettering on a basketball court. Was there ever a time that you considered doing something else, or was it always lacrosse for you?
No, it was definitely. I think growing up, we loved basketball. We thought we were going to go play basketball in college. We were obsessed with the Maryland basketball team, and so we definitely freshman year, sophomore year, we were like, oh, we kind of want to look into playing basketball, and then just sophomore year, summer, we just like clicked for us.
Now, obviously, River
Lacrosse.
Hill, tremendous success throughout the athletic
Mm-hmm.
program. Was up there just a couple of weeks ago. How much did playing in a program like that, where you were surrounded by a lot of other quality in all of the sports, obviously you play. I mean, you guys made it to the states in basketball
Mm-hmm.
as well. But how much did playing at that level constantly prepare you for playing Division One athletics now?
Oh, it helped a tremendous amount. To be able to from River Hill to Navy, it helped.
Now, against Lehigh, the game changes when you take over doing draw controls. Now, I mean, without giving away trade secrets, but what is the key to successful draw controls, in this sport? Because this is obviously a different way to get each play
Mm-hmm.
started after a goal. But what is the key to finding success?
I'm no draw specialist. That was probably my first consistent playing the draw
Let's see. You
forever.
took
But
over, and I think you only lost one of the next
I
seven.
I just try to
You
get it
know,
near, just push it as hard as possible towards our players on the offensive end. So
How tough is that, though? I mean, you've got a referee that wants the ball in the exact place. You're trying to
mhm.
figure out maybe do you kind of watch the opponent, or is it about you using your technique no matter what you see?
It's really all about just me using my technique. Sometimes we're just like pushing so hard against each other's sticks where you just kind of you're getting a little anxious for the whistle to blow because you really want to get that first step on the draw. But um, no, yeah, it was pretty tough.
All right, we're almost 6 minutes into this. I'll finally ask you a question about playing with your sister, because I think a lot of times I'm not sure you all, fairly or unfairly, uh, very very rarely do people talk about you all individually. It's almost as if
Hmm.
they feel they have to talk about you all
Right.
together. But being able to share the experience you did in high school with your sister, and now being able to share that with her here, what is that like?
It's amazing to be able to play not just 4 years in high school, but another four with my twin sister and have that connection all over the field. It's pretty special.
I know as athletes you have confidence, but could you have ever imagined the two of you would have the kind of success that you all have had here together, but also individually within the team concept?
I couldn't imagine it. So it's been a really special ride for us.
Was there, when you looked around for lacrosse, was Navy always the one, or was there a thought of other opportunity?
Navy was really always the one. There was other opportunities, but we definitely wanted Navy for all the opportunities they gave us.
Now you all have obviously been part of taking this program uh, to a very high level. What are the keys now for the rest of this season to try and maintain what you all have started clearly with the great run you made last year?
Right. So we've seen us against Florida just playing not the whole 60 minutes. So really the key for us is to play the whole 60 minutes consistently and just to make each game count.
Now, obviously, you guys have this game. You've got uh, with Army thrown into the mix now. How much has that added to it here? Being able to actually share the type of things with the rest of with the rest of your mates here who get to compete
Mhm.
against Army. How much has that helped?
Oh, it has helped a lot. We love going up against Army, especially going up there and seeing their school. So it's pretty special.
Yeah, we'll see you guys up there in a couple of weeks. Finally, as you have gotten through now, to your fourth year here, what have been the keys for you to get to this point? Because there are some people that don't get to this point, but you've had success both on the field and obviously by still being here, that means you've been able to survive off the field as well.
Somewhat, yes. No, just working hard and taking each day one at a time, and yeah, just working hard.
Any extra pressures, by the way, to be a captain? Because you know what they stress leadership from day one here, and it means a little more here than other places. What has that been like for you as well?
It's been awesome, especially when you have a senior class. All nine of us have a huge make a huge impact on the team. So it's pretty easy when you have a whole senior class behind you, always willing to help. So
I was going to say, and I think that's one of the keys to being a captain is not necessarily taking it all on yourself, but
mhm.
having a group like that, uh, not necessarily to delegate, but you know, other people. Is this a case where they have a little confidence in speaking up as well, and it doesn't always have
Mhm.
to come from you?
Right. Yeah. Everyone has confidence speaking of. No matter how much playing time you have, each senior has a role, and they do that role pretty well.
All right, appreciate the time today.
Thank you.
All right, Julia Collins joining us here. She, her sister Jen, and the rest of the Mids will be going at it with Loyola. We'll have it for you, the Patriot League Network, starting on Saturday at 1 o'clock.